Okay, let's talk about the money behind contractor bookings. Like how much can you actually earn from hosting contractors versus, say, short-term tourism Airbnb guests? I think nightly rates is a sort of funny thing. I have come away from using dynamic pricing softwares. I don't think you need it if you run the ContractorBnB model. Another upside is, less software costs. You can kind of have a fixed price. Depending on location, contractors typically want to pay anywhere from probably 25 to 45 pounds per room per night. But that can change depending on the location, depending on the company, depending on the fit out of the property. So there's a lot of factors to consider about how much you can actually earn. But I think the main thing that, you have to factor in is that you're getting long-term bookings. You're not every 2-3 days having to do changeover. So the costs are coming down. So whilst you might make less, as it seems, as a nightly rate price, you will certainly make more as a profit when you amalgamate everything together and you end up with that net figure. But it's no surprise or no worries for a decent sized house in any location to be earning somewhere from 4,000 to 6,500 per month from contractors booking. And when you understand the lifetime value of a contractor versus these one-off tourisms, like you can start pricing a bit keener, because that if I can appeal to this contractor, most of them might only book for a week or two at a time, but then they extend and extend and extend. And that's ultimately how the pattern can go. So they might find you on Airbnb, they book for a week, but then you know that it's a contractor booking because they've come in on a Monday, they're leaving on a Friday, so they're there for the working week. So you reach out to them, do you like property, this, that, and the other? Yep. Okay, would you like to extend? Yep. And then that extension just keeps going and going, because we know on average that the main contractors are in the area for 4 to 7 months. Now, if you add, let's say, an extra £10 a night because you're wanting to get short-term rental sort of rates, well, that might actually mean you miss that booking. And then you miss that longevity of just constant booking over and over and over again. So understanding that the lifetime value of a contractor is far greater than a one-off tourist means that you should have your pricing keen but profitable, and it will then attract the contractors, and then you'll be able to continue to get them booked and ultimately increase your profit. And I do think that contractor hosting is probably 2 to 3 times more profitable than holiday lets, or Airbnb as it's known for tourism guests. You will have high occupancy rates. So instead of say 21 nights a month booked, you're typically getting 30 nights booked. So over a sustained period, it works. You have steady and repeat business. Like there's many contractors return to the same area for months, meaning they'll rebook with you, without having to go to a new property. Once they found a place that they like, they just want to go back there. They don't want to be going to a new hotel or a new Airbnb or whatever it is. They just want to go. At the end of the day, they're not using this for an Instagram friendly weekend away. They're not using this to, woo the missus. They're just literally, are the beds comfortable? Is it in the right location? Is the van safe outside? Does it fit us all in? Is it economical in terms of the price, right? You put all that together and it works, okay? And it works really, really well. You also have less dependency on the OTAs, right? You'll get more direct bookings, meaning you're not paying those extra fees, Airbnb fees, booking.com fees, which massively eat into your margins. And, if you do not get away from the booking channels, there's many videos on my channel about this, but you're at the mercy of their algorithms. You will be playing their game for life, and you will be up and down, feast and famine, as much as the seasons go, right? Because it's like, if you've never experienced slow months before, like holiday tourism guests, it is so up and down, and you've got to make so much money in 3 months to give it all away in the winter to then make a tiny bit again just before the summer, and then the summer gives you a little boost. And at the end of the year, if you're lucky, you make a profit, but most are losing money. Okay, with construction, there's always demand. It doesn't matter what's going on in the economy. These contractors need to travel. We need schools, we need universities, we need hospitals. There's housing shortages in the UK. This needs to go on. All right. So contractors are there for 11 months of the year. They typically disappear 14th of December, come back about 7th of Jan, and then they repeat that process. So there's always demand. If you know how to set your properties up, you get the right properties in the right location, you know how to market them, you know how to advertise them, and you tap into the right networks.